Well, I'm Paddy Behan, and I'm a member of the Society since 1968, which is quite a while ago now. In the fall of 1968, a friend of mine, Ceol, who was a member of the Society, I said it to her that I'd like to give that a go sometime, A week later, she came back to me and she said, Peggy Murphy has cast the play, The Country Boy, and the man she cast has pulled out, he can't do it. Would you be interested? And so that was basically it. Well, I'd say, Richard, that depends on the time of the year and the time of the day, and that you would ask me that. It can be a source of great pleasure and fulfillment. It can be a source of great anxiety and interference with what else you might have going on in your life at the time. And really it is a mixture of all those things. Different plays offer you different things, and the sense of achievement that you get in one particular play may be really rewarding, but could be totally different to some other play that you did, which might be equally rewarding. So to pick out something and say, yeah, that's my favorite thing ever in the Little Theatre Society, it's an extremely difficult thing to do. Philadelphia, here I come back in 1970 with Olivia O'Leary, Bill Hackett, the Lord mercy on him, Margaret Scully. That was where I got the first real buzz of something that you felt you had done that was worthwhile. I suppose, really, Richard, it allows you to expose, if you like, parts of your personality that you would never do in the ordinary course of events. I would say lack of punctuality. When you schedule a rehearsal for 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and people arrive at 8:30. I firmly believe, and I tell when I'm directing people that, look, at the only thing you can bring on the stage is yourself. You'll be cast as a character, but you can't bring that character on stage. You have to bring yourself and let whatever you see as the character come out. One of the things that has really made life easier, particularly as a director, is the work of Tig McSweeney. Tig has come on board for a number of productions now as set designer and builder. And the man is so talented, and we are so lucky to have such a person. I think back on when we used to be going on the festival circus, and we'd be praised and lauded for acting skills and for lighting skills and all that. And invariably, what would let us down would be set design. And a lot of that, I must say, I have to take the responsibility myself, because I would be the person who was delegated to make the set and build the set, and that. And sure, I lacked, shall we say, quite a lot of talent. Micheál Mac Liammóir came to do his one-man show, The Importance of Being Oscar, in the town hall here in 1970. I was appointed as his dresser, and about 30 years later, nearly 30 years later, at the opening week of Wonderful Tennessee in the Abbey, played by Brian Friel. And all the hobnobs were there: Donald McCann, Catherine Byrne, Brian Friel himself, who actually he signed a copy of Wonderful Tennessee for me. But Peggy, at some stage during the night, she introduced me to this man. O'Scullig was his surname. And then she said he was Mihall's dresser when Mihall came to Carlow. And this man was a little bit deaf. So he had to repeat, he had to ask again, what was Paddy? And Peggy raised it a little decibel and said he was his dresser. He didn't get it a second time. He didn't even hear it the third time. So eventually, when he did hear it, he repeated, "Oh, he was Paddy's dresser," which simultaneously, you know, sometimes you're in a crowded space and everybody's talking, and the next thing, the conversation stops, and there's almost an eerie silence over the whole room. His assent to what I was coincided with that silence, so that everybody looked over to see Paddy. He was Mihall's dresser. Maybe I'd like him to say, "Paddy, you weren't as bad in that first play you did as everybody told you."